Evening and welcome to the Friday, January 7th episode PM show. It's never too cold for a week, Kilt. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. Don't know why this thing's sitting so crooked and cockeyed. We're going to fix that real quick. It is Friday night. All you lucky souls that don't work on the weekend, it is all for you guys now. Don't have anybody in here yet. People probably didn't figure with the weather we were going to get that I was going to be on tonight. It actually moved north of us about 15 miles. So we got real lucky we didn't get that up to 2 foot of lake effect snow that they were forecasting for us. Luckily. So I'm just going to keep chatting until folks get in here. And we could just talk about whatever tonight. I was going to try to find somebody to pop in tonight and hang out with us. Sadly, everybody had either their own streams to do or they already had plans tonight. We do, of course, have guests coming in on the 21st. That is a guarantee. I'm going to try to work on someone for next week, though, on Friday night. Next Saturday night or Saturday is the wife's birthday. She turns a big whopping 42 next Saturday. So I'm trying to figure out what to do for her birthday. Trying to figure out what I can do for her birthday. I mean, she puts up with me and my funky outfits. She deserves a birthday. So we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Says we got one watching right now. They're not talking. Sitting in the shadows or lurking. I'm good with lurking. Let's see here. Still no one talking. If you'd like to help me give the wife a decent birthday, um, next week the PayPal link is right there in the chat. Feel free to show a little love. Since happened to restart the channel, um, we no longer have an income. We have to get remonetized again. So keeping the channel going, keeping me going, um, that all falls into the donations on the PayPal link. If anybody, like I said, if anybody wants to help, hey, Stephen, hope you're doing good tonight. Like I said, if anybody wants to help, the PayPal link is right there in the chat. Feel free to show a little love. How are you doing tonight, Stephen? good, I hope. Huh. This over to live chat. Well, I can't help but wonder if anybody else is going to come in tonight, Stephen, or if it's just going to be you. Hey, Joe. Hope you're doing good this evening. Thank you, sir. I'm trying. I'm trying. Pop that up there real quick and pin that up to the top. Hope you're doing good tonight, staying warm and dry. We got up to a big whopping 14 degrees today. We have dropped back down to 9. Burr, shiver, shiver. How was my week? Not bad. Not bad. Dealing with the weather and stuff, of course. The wife and I were kind of under the weather Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't know what we were fighting. I think it was just winter cold. Um, of course, if you follow the old crappy Mother Nature, in this area. It has flurried for the last couple of days. Last night we got dumped on. We got about a foot of snow last night. Um, we were supposed to get up to another 2 foot today. And luckily it passed north of us. Passed about an hour or so, almost up to Kalamazoo. So probably about 40 minutes north of us. So we didn't get dumped on. I went out today and shoveled the drive out for the wife because she pushed snow all the way out of the drive this morning. She's only got like 7 or 8 inches clearance on the car, and it was about a foot in the drive. So it's getting down to about 19 tonight in Baltimore, 25 tomorrow. It was 2 degrees this morning. 2 degrees and about 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So round about minus 25 wind chill this morning. I waited till after the morning stream was over. We didn't have any Wi-Fi to start the day out. We didn't have any Wi-Fi to start the day out, so I didn't get to start the stream until 9 a.m. I only ran an hour so I could get outside and get all the snow shoveled, so the wife could get in after work. Misty, Switzerland, and the world. Hello, welcome, welcome. Hello there. I'm from Scotland, now living in Switzerland. Very cool. What part of Scotland are you from? Glasgow. We've got family in here from a few different locations in Scotland. My family, we're originally McRae's, from way up in the northwest corner. Eileen Donnan Castle. Monkey, good evening. Glad you could join us. But yeah, my family's got a very long, sordid history with Ireland, Scotland, and England. Every once in a great blue moon, I will put on my wee kilt. I do a lot of Scottish reenacting, a lot of Jacobite reenacting. Pre-Jacobite uprising. I would actually love to come to Scotland and do reenacting there. That's my dream, to actually do Scotland to Nottingham to Bern. Very interesting travels. Very interesting travels. Nottingham is another place I would really like to go. But I've not had any direct line family of mine in Scotland since the 1750s. So I would really like to come back to Scotland. And of course, you know, I got friends. We have members of the channel here that are in Wales and in England. So, plus I have a personal friend that travels over here. Well, until the nasty virus thing started, he came over here every spring. That lives in right in between London and Scotland. But he hasn't got to come for the last couple of years. You have the accent. I love the accent. I don't think there's anything more beautiful than a Scottish accent, especially on a woman. I've always loved it. Always loved it. I listened to a couple of YouTubers out of Scotland. Um, I love it. That's all I can say. My grandmother, my great grandmother was Irish. She died at 95 years old and still had the Irish accent. She had been here for 70 years, and she still had the Irish accent when she died. It was beautiful. Willem, hello, my friend. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Friday. Carrie, you stand out. Yeah, I would say in Switzerland, you probably do stand out with a Scottish accent. But I'll be completely honest. I would rather sit for hours on end and listen to a good, strong Scottish accent and not understand half of what's being said. Just to listen to the vocal tones and the vocal reflections that each individual speaks when they speak with a Scottish accent. Working on my new part-time business. Really? I had no clue you were an entrepreneur, sir. Good. I'm glad, Will. I'm glad. I have a video of me telling Alexa off on my channel. Hmm. That's kind of funny. The one girl that I listened to from Scotland done a video last year, year before last, where she was talking about how her Alexa didn't. Yep, there went mine. Bling. Shut that off. It how she talked about how it wouldn't respond all the time to the things that she said. Yeah, the girl I listened to from Scotland is called Wee Scottish Lass. It's Tammy Haggerty out of Scotland. Don't sir me, I'm enlisted. Gaming industry fallout. O2 derivative. Very cool. Thank you, Terry. Hope you're doing well tonight. Good to have you. There for a few minutes, I was beginning to wonder if there was going to be anybody else come in. Then all of a sudden, people just started falling in. So Alexa don't like us Scots. I think Alexa has problem with any accent that's not American English. Then again, there are so many dialects in Scotland that even if they were able to set the vocal recognition to one specific accent or dialect in Scotland, there's 5 or 6 different dialects all the way from, more English down south, all the way up to a very strong Gaelic, way up north in the top, or at the very top of the peninsula. Why, thank you, Candy. I appreciate that. I try to dress up for you guys once in a while. I bloody threw it in the bin. I was so mad. Well, that's not near as bad, Misty. Honestly, I have a tablet sitting right down here that I read a lot of my trivia off of, just sitting right down here below the camera, and it has uh, her on it as well. And every time I say it, it recognizes it and turns on. I wanna hit this thing with a rock sometimes. How was my day shoveling? Cold, exhausting, and painful. It got up to the low teens today. The wind managed to die down once the sun came out. We're back down to, well, 8 degrees now. But yeah, the snow was midway up on my riding boots, so it was halfway up to my knee. Um, but I was able to get the parking area done and get the entrance to the driveway done where the plows had plowed it all in and everything. And like I said, we had about a foot of snow out there. Luckily, the lake effect snow moved north of us. It didn't hit us, so we were real lucky. They were talking about possibly up to another 2 foot of snow tonight. And luckily, like I said, it moved north of us about 40 minutes, about 40 miles. It's been flurrying all evening long. So we'll probably still get some more tonight, but not what we were going to get. It's cold here. I stayed in. This has been a very unusual year for the weather. The UK's been getting some cold weather. I know that one of our people in Wales is begging for snow, but she was begging for snow last year too and didn't get any. Hey, Tony, good to see you. Um, but I'm pretty sure Scotland's been cold as well as Switzerland. Uh, we have 2 members of the family here on the channel that are both in Scotland. One of them is Chris from Bald and Bonkers. The other one is Drew from Drew's paranormal vlog. Um, they have both put out videos today also, so I'm pretty sure it was cold there too because they both stayed in today. We had 11 inches. I just cleared my truck off, but it was fluffy. That's the way ours was. It was fluffy, and well, it was fluffy until you started trying to lift it by the shovel pull. Then it wasn't fluffy no more. It actually got some weight to it then. If I never see another snowflake in person, I'd be perfectly happy. Hey, Tony. Hey, Rich. Good to see you, bud. Oh, I know, Tony. I I love wintertime. I love wintertime. I love the snow. That's not saying I don't love summertime and the absence of snow as well. Um, I'm quite partial to both of them. I enjoy putting on my wool. I enjoy putting on my wee kilt. Um, my wool coats and my tam and everything in the wintertime because I stay nice and toasty, except for my legs. Those stockings are not very thick, and even with my cavalry boots, um, snow will go down inside them. Now in the summertime, oh yeah, I love running around in just my kilt and stuff, and soaking up the sun. We had 10 inches. The wife was on top of it. The city did a good job clearing the road. Our city's on top of it. Sadly enough, though, they keep plowing our driveway back in. So I'm kind of glad that the major snow is done for now. I don't got to worry about going back out and having to shovel the entrance to the driveway again because they've got it all plowed through. Thank you, Candy. I appreciate that, dear. One good thing about my arm injury, I can't shovel the teams. That is a good thing about it. It's a real good thing. I didn't shovel the bed of my truck. I just went on the dirt road and gunned her. The snow went flying out. Well, I mean, that's good. At least you guys didn't get a bunch of ice and stuff out there on the East Coast. You got the same snow we did, that light, fluffy, poofy, powdery stuff. So, I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, I would have kept the snow in the back of my truck for weight, but I grew up in the country having a big 4x4. We always needed that extra weight. Supposed to get freezing rain tomorrow. We have a chance of snow again tomorrow. We got a chance of snow on Sunday. We got a chance of snow on Monday. So that's why I say we live in the crotch of the Great Lakes because we're always getting on. No snow here, but colder than a well digger. Well diggers. Yeah, that's the way it was. That's the way it was here. It was 2 degrees this morning here. Got 2 sandbags back here. Never take them out. That's good. That's good. Still no snow down there. Huh? What? Herk blot. Herk blot. -5 at Tony's place. Wow. All of 10 now. It's a whole. It's got down to a whole whopping 9 here. So hello, Kentucky girl. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. 21 at Rich's place. Woo. Heat wave. It's time to put on a Hawaiian shirt and a pair of shorts and go out and get some sun, son. I remember being underway. You don't get seasick. They check your vitals, make sure you're alive. It was 65 3 days ago. Yeah, see, we've not had temperatures like that for a while. We've been staying in the 20s, 30s since before Christmas. Um, it's wintertime. Winter is not coming. Winter has come. Oh, I'm sure. Carrie, the first. Okay, I'll wait till you get back. Feels like temps not been above zero for 5 days. Hey, I'll tell you what. These chilly mornings, when you're so used to having those 20s and 30s, um, a lot of people don't understand what kind of a difference 10 or 11 degrees is. But even today, when I was out having to shovel the drive so the wife could get back in tonight, um, I broke a sweat. I broke a sweat out there and came straight back in the house, took everything off that I had on that was wool, sat in here for about an hour, let my body regulate again, and went back out, minus the sweatshirt and stuff. I just had on I had on my Carhartt, my Civil War pants, my hunting socks, and my cavalry boots because they go up to my knees, and a pair of gloves, and finished it. And it was like all of 11 degrees, and I moved a lot better, and I didn't break a sweat when I finished it. I hate this place. I still can't understand why people don't know how to drive in the snow. It's funny. It actually is. The difference is the house being 70 or 55 outside. Man, I'll tell you what, with grandma being here and as cold as she is, we keep the house 75, and she's still running around in a sweater and a sweatsuit and fuzzy socks and big furry slippers, talking about being cold. And then you go outside and it's single digits. That'll mess with your muscles. That'll mess with your lungs. That'll mess with everything. It's funny watching DC News. If they get 2 inches, the world is ending. She ought to be down there where my mom and dad's at in Tennessee. They forecasted snow the other day and day before yesterday, and the whole town shut down. Half the businesses closed their doors and closed for the rest of the week. The schools canceled. They didn't even have snow on the ground. It was just in the forecast as a possibility. And they even came through twice and brined the roads. Um, so when it started snowing, it wouldn't freeze. It never snowed. Today's about 60 in the house, 10 degrees here. You're only 1 degree warmer than we are down there, Kentucky girl. We barely have the heat on upstairs. Mom has the heat up to 80. Yep. I'm sitting. I'm here in the studio now. I got the vent covered up. I got the window open, just to be able to sit here like this for you guys, and not roast. Believe me, this stuff all comes off before I leave the studio, because when I walk out that door over there, it becomes almost 80 degrees, and definitely not the temperature for wool. But here in about a half hour, she'll go put on this thick flannel nightgown of hers, and then she'll put her sweater on over the top of it, and we'll sit there and look at her and break a sweat. You can keep it. Oh, now come on, Candy. You know you love that whole idea of being a snow bunny, putting on your little ski outfit and hitting the slopes, colder than a monkey's butt. Well, I personally have never touched a monkey's butt, so I have no idea how cold they are. I walk down the stairs and halfway it's like hitting a brick wall. Yep, 41 feels like 39. But we're a big 8 degrees, and believe you me, it feels like 8 degrees. "21 feels like 10. Brr. Oh, goodness gracious sakes. I didn't have anything planned for tonight, guys, because I honestly didn't think we'd be on. Um, when when I seen the lake effect snow coming off the lake heading right for us, I was pretty sure we were going to lose our internet and stuff again tonight, like we did this morning. Um, but I kept the live stream set up just in case. And then when it moved eastward instead of southeastward and passed by right above us, I was like, oh, great. Now what are we going to do tonight? I was 95% sure we were going to lose our internet and stuff again when that snow hit. They were talking 2 to 3 inches an hour for up to 8 hours. So let me see. Wouldn't make it as a snow bunny. I'd freeze the bunny tail. What can I say? Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about her little white cottontail. It's all right. You could talk about your tail anytime you want to. Get all this stuff off here. Well, it looks like they're still forecasting maybe 4 inches tonight. So we'll see. We'll see by morning. If I got to go out and sweep the deck off so the wife can leave, so be it. I don't blame you for not wanting to touch her little cottontail. Look, I don't blame you one bit. Candy, where do you live? That's 41. And do you need a roommate? I knew when you got started about your fluffy tail that you'd start getting all kinds of propositions. I've been through Alabama. Never got to hang out. I was actually on I was actually on 10 heading to Florida from Texas. So I never got to spend any time in Alabama. Always wanted to though. Oh, I know you will, Wook. I know you will. That was a long while ago. Only place in Alabama I've been to is Phoenix City. Hmm. Wow. Very cool. 1.5 hours north of Mobile. Very cool. I've been to Talladega Racetrack, Dagger Bus, best racetrack in this country. I like Talladega. I like Talladega. I wish I could watch NASCAR. I've not got to watch a season of NASCAR since I moved up here. If it's not my events interfering with the race weekend, it's just the fact that Steph's grandma hates all kinds of sports, including car racing, including NASCAR. She hates all kinds of sports. Steph's grandfather, when he was alive, was a huge sports fanatic. So he watched all the NASCAR races, he watched all the football games, he watched everything. And she hates it. Oh, dropped another degree. We are down to 7 now. Phoenix City is right across the border from Columbus, Georgia, home of Fort Benning. Both my boys went to Fort Benning. I went to Fort Gordon. Both my boys went to Fort Benning, though. Well, I went to Fort Jackson first in South Carolina, and then went on to Fort Gordon for my AIT. We have our own TV. She don't want to hear it. She don't even watch TV. She don't even own a TV. We have a TV. I have a TV in here that I use for this monitor, and our daughter has one, but she don't even want to hear it. She don't even allow it in the house. So, well, my guy retired, so I lost interest. Amy doesn't really like sports, but I can get her to watch hockey from time to time. I was supposed to do AIT at Gordon. It's probably a good thing you didn't, Rich. I mean, I never ran into any problems there, but everybody told me that Gordon was just a cutthroat place. It was the bottom of the trash can for the U.S. Army. When I was at basic, I knew I was going to Gordon for AIT, and everybody warned me that the MPs work overtime there. There is never a day that there is not some kind of BS going on down in that place. And it was not a good place. They said they actually called it the ghetto of the U.S. Army. I lived in Mobile when I was 18. It was like paradise. Very cool. Yep, Alabama is one of those places on my bucket list. But then again, I would like to go to all of the lower 48 before I punch my time card out of this world. I've been to maybe 18 different states in my life, but a lot of them I don't remember. Good evening, JC. Good to see you. Alabama weather's more bipolar than me. Now, come on, you can't be that bad. I spent 6 years with a girl that was bipolar. She actually got a discharge from the military for being bipolar with explosive anger disorder, didn't respond well to male authority. Talk about walking on thin ice constantly. That girl was scary. Same here. Kentucky has bipolar weather. Michigan has got bipolar weather. You never know from year to year what, sometimes you don't know from week to week what your weather is going to be like. They'll forecast 80 degrees and sunny, and it won't get above 55 and rain the whole time. You just never know what these lakes are going to do. And that's like with this lake effect snow today. It was coming right at us. It was, I mean, it come off the lake and it was coming right at us, and just all of a sudden it moved directly east. Today they'd make that girl a general. Yeah, they would. And boy, would she be a scary one. Ours is more dysfunctional. Been to every state that has a NASCAR racetrack. Well, in my own personal opinion, this is my own opinion, don't count for nothing. Um, I love our racetrack here in Michigan. Um, Not only is it the first track that I was ever at with my dad, which I value more than anything, but I got to see Dale Earnhardt race there for the first time, and that the racetrack up there will always stick out head and shoulders above everything else for me. Hey, Templar. Din time, huh? We din earlier. We din earlier. The wife didn't get off till 5. So I went on and I was going to make smoked sausage and fried potatoes today, but we didn't have any potatoes. I should have probably checked that before I got the smoked sausage out of the freezer, but I didn't. So I pulled some big frozen pizzas out, chopped the smoked sausage up, chopped up a couple of different colors of bell peppers and an onion, and doctored them pizzas up, covered them up in mozzarella cheese, and threw some Italian seasoning on there, and right in the oven they went. It was good. I love that track up here. I had low country boil. Now, what do you put in a low country boil, JC? Having pizza now yourself. Pizza's always a good fallback choice. Domino's buffalo chicken sandwich. There you go. I heard they're taking the history books out of the schools. Doubtful. Nobody will go that far. Nobody will go that far. Heading out, Tony? Well, I suppose if you got to go on and kick back, have yourself a good Friday evening. Take care of yourself, and we'll catch you first of the week. Crab legs, taters, corn cob, eggs, bay seasoning, and shrimp. Well, that sounds good. That sounds real good. I saw Dell Sr. finally win the Daytona 500 in '98. I'll never forget. We're having barbecue deer meat sandwiches with sweet potato fries. Nummy, nummy, nummy. Man, that sounds good. I can ever get my hands on another gun. I can get my hands on another black powder gun. We'll have us some venison too. Wasn't able to get one last year for this winter, so hopefully by next winter I can find myself a Hawkins or something. I know there's a couple places that I frequent online that have the kits for about $350. And you build the gun yourself, which I think would make a great video for the channel. Custom building my own 50 caliber Hawkins Rocky Mountain rifle, but we'll see. We'll see what happens between now and then. California got rid of D's and F's as grades. Why? Hey, Sonny. Good to see you, dear. Hope you're not snowed in up there. Love venison, but haven't had any since I moved back from living in the mountains. Love me venison. Love to slow cook a venison roast with potatoes, carrots, and onions, celery. Mm, 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 mm. Grades were racist. I don't know how a grade can be racist, but okay. Under the covers, it's 0 degrees. You're about 7 degrees colder than we are then. We're sitting right at 7 right now. Good rollback rifle. Would be good for deer hunting. Oh, rolling block. Yeah, if I could afford a rolling block rifle. You know, that's when Mark got his rolling block last year. He paid about $1,200 for it. And like I said, I can build a Hawkins for about 350. I've got the Dremel tool. I've got all the stains and everything. I've even got the brass tacks and stuff to decorate it. Plus, I know people who do brass work. So if I wanted any of the really fancy scroll work or anything like that, then it'd be easy to get the parts for. Talking about getting rid of math next. Guess why? Uh, because mathematics is racist. Be my guess. Hey, Beth. Good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing good. Had all kinds of problems finding you. Yeah, I tried to get a hold of everybody. I've been relying on uh, people to communicate outside of me because y'all know what my memory's like. I'd love to get one built. It just doesn't add up. Ding, ding, ding. Yep, go for it. Well, you know, they have to make school fair so everybody, um, regardless of their station, regardless of their income, regardless of their race, regardless of their language, regardless of anything, everybody has an equal chance to pass or fail. So if they get rid of the D's and F's, then, you know, it raises that chance for everybody to be on equal footing. See, I told you guys I'd make a great politician. Wasn't that the biggest load of bull that you ever heard in your entire life? Wind chill is -2 degrees right now. A burr. Ours was down below zero this morning. It was 2 degrees. We were having 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts, which put the wind chill, you know, right about 25 below when the wind gusted. Um, they canceled school the last 2 days for our kids the night before anything bad even was happening. So they're looking out for the kids, I guess. Of course, her friend walked clear across town today, 10 degrees, 11 degrees, to come over and spend the weekend. And the girls walked down to the gas station together, 11 degrees, didn't care. So, I mean, I figure if they can walk all over town um, to play, then, you know, it's not going to hurt them to stand for 5 minutes and wait for the bus. But oh well, you know. Let me see here. The degree school I went to the history book in class. Took the history book and class out of the school. Wow, that's insane. I was in the advanced math class in middle school and high school. Half the class was black kids. Problem isn't their race. That's crazy. I can't believe that. Got a call. You're all right, Sonny. Hey, Sammy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good tonight. I, I'd like to know how Beth did that too, because that's just effed up. I've seen people do that, turn their name upside down like that. I can't figure out how they do it. Hey Marco, how are you doing, mi amigo? Just looked up font changers online, and here you go. Wow, I don't know why they did that. I don't understand it either, Wook. I really honestly don't. I don't understand why they think taking history out of school is going to do anything. I mean, people, anything you got to do to dumb the dumb kids down, I guess, and get them through school so they can go and fail in college and then fail in life because they don't know anything about succeeding or success or working for anything. I mean, you're enabling generations of kids to never try to succeed. I mean, if you eliminate D's and F's in school, you take history and math out of school. I mean, they've already taken writing cursive writing out of school. So how do kids sign contracts, job applications, anything like that? Loans, you can't print your name on them, and a lot of these kids don't know how to do cursive writing anymore because they took it out of schools. I am doing absolutely wonderful, Marco. Hope you are too, bud. Just got home from work. Very cool. Hope you had a good Friday at work. Can't learn from history if they don't teach you, therefore, you have to repeat it. Sadly enough, you're right. Hey, Harry, good to see you. Haven't seen you in damn since forever, bud. Thank you very much. I love my Scottish bonnet. I've got 3 different bonnets and 3 different kilts, and today was just a kilt day for me. Yeah, you're right. They can't sign any kind of legal paperwork, not knowing how to sign their name. You're right. Some of the mom and dad took their kids out of that school, and they are homeschooling them, which is becoming more and more popular. It's all signed online with virtual signature. A lot of places are doing that now. You are correct, Rich. It's going to drop down to 5 degrees tonight. I'll straight up burr that. Mankind can live without history. So and so at work. They do that, Drew, so nobody can take their identity like trolls do. When you go to the doctor, you have to write your name in script. Yep. Going to be -2 degrees for a low. I just had fun changing it. It's pretty cool being upside down like that. It's really cool. I never have to sign anything when I go to the doctor. Oh yeah, we do too. We do here too. Every time we go to the doctor, they print out um, like when you do blood work or every time that you go through and they have to renew their files on you, you've got to go through, you've got to sign your name like on 2 or 3 different pages. You have to initial in cursive in 7 or 8 different places. Um, like I said, whatever they can do to dumb the kids down and move them through the school system faster. If we eliminate D's and F's and we pass some completely and totally stupid ass, we don't got to feel bad about doing it because we give them a passing grade. We give them the lowest passing grade possible, but we still gave them a passing grade. Upside down and backwards, headstands and cartwheels. There you go. Guess we don't do that here. Doctors that does that. I haven't signed anything at the doctor's office in over a decade. Man, I wish I didn't have to because, it gets really hard to read some of that stuff. And with the whole virus thing going on, they don't allow anyone to come to the doctor's office with you. So, you want us to have somebody come out and read it to you? No, I need somebody to come out and point out where I'm supposed to sign stuff at. You don't take somebody who's going blind and tell them they can't have a seeing eye person with them when they go somewhere to sign something. That's how people sign shit and don't know what they're signing. Rich hasn't been to a doctor in decades. Rich just got his arm worked on. He's been to a doctor. Well, at least I hope he didn't go to the local meat market and have it done. Yeah, see, that's how they want it done, Sonny. They want it all done in cursive. But with them not teaching cursive in schools anymore, how do kids do all that? How do they do all the legal paperwork? How do they do financial paperwork, home loans, buying a car? You can't print your name on that stuff. It's all got to be done in script, in cursive. I dread going to the DMV to get our address changed after moving. The writing on the form's so damn tiny you can't read it. I know, and see, that's what scares me about the paperwork. I have to sign at the doctor's office and stuff. For all I know, I'm giving them right to take my liver before I die. Or somebody comes up that's got my blood type, I volunteer to give them one of my kidneys or something. Yeah, signing check. Well, then again, who uses checkbooks anymore? I think just about everybody out there uses a debit card. I don't even carry cash on me. When you guys make a donation to me and it goes on the PayPal card, it stays on that PayPal card. That way I don't have to worry about carrying around a bunch of change. I don't have to worry about carrying around loose bills. It's there when it's needed and it's very handy. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to wake up in a tub full of ice and look at the wife, ask her what happened. She's going to tell me, yeah, they showed up here about 11 o'clock last night, anesthetized you, and took your Kindly. Somebody here in town needs it. Haven't got the surgery yet. Had to get scheduled with the wife working in healthcare herself. Okay. Easy for me. I have a DMV 4 doors down from where I work. That is pretty convenient, honestly. Not according to my business class in college. Script is box and cursive is link writing. Huh. I always thought they were the same too. I have to check on that. I always thought they were the same. Then again, I went to a country school, so for all I know, for all I can remember about school, they told us your sister had to hold your hand while you signed your name. I don't remember how that stuff goes. Use checks. I use debit and cash. Yeah, I very seldom keep cash on me. When I go someplace, on the rare occasions I actually get to go someplace, it's never have the money to go anyplace. I take my debit card, right? Yeah, I take my debit card and I stick it in my pocket, my shirt pocket with my cigars. And my wallet, I learned this in Chicago when we went on our honeymoon. My wallet I stick inside my coat pocket up here, and I carry an empty wallet in my back pocket just in case, somebody tries to lift my wallet. They're gonna be really upset when they get home. We're taught print and script. I don't use plastic or checks. Evening, O'Toole and friends. Good evening, Jim. Hope you're doing good. No, it's not Drew Welsh. Stores don't want to take cash here anymore, which is one of the reasons I quit carrying cash. Last year, so many stores would only take plastic that I quit carrying cash. It wasn't worth it for me. Last year I was actually monetized, so I was getting a check every month from YouTube. But yeah, I quit carrying cash. I just left everything on my card. To carry your cards at any store that uses phone pay apps. Yeah, we're not quite that civilized here yet. We've still got the old card readers. Google writing types. Okay, I will. So I hope everybody had a good Friday. It's the end of the week for you lucky souls that still work for demand. Hopefully you guys don't got to see demand for a couple more days. And y'all get to enjoy this weekend and do something a little fun. The normal stuff, which means you're going to work all weekend, Marco. It's a good idea. Carry an empty wallet, put the other wallet in your front pocket. Yep, and see, I'm really slick about it too. When we go into a store, if I think that I'm being watched, I'll pull my wallet out of my back pocket and I'll come around front. But as I'm pulling it out of my back pocket, I'm pulling my card out of my shirt pocket too. So I come right back around here like this and then pull the card up, scan it, turn towards my wife. And as I'm turning towards my wife, I slip it right back in my shirt pocket and put the empty wallet back in my back pocket. I've got it down to an art. I watched somebody that in Chicago when we were on our honeymoon that was so good. I mean, they were so good at picking a pocket, but if you were actually paying attention, you could see it, and it's like, okay, all right. They're watching them go to this little place and get a hot dog. They're watching them go over to this little stand and get a beer. They're monitoring how they're doing things. So as long as they see me pulling that card out of this wallet back here, that's the wallet they're going to go for. The Walmart store here is the only store that never seems to have any change for the self-checkout. Me, I work Saturdays. Well, you got the weekend for yourself. That's cool. That's cool, Marco. I mean, I work Saturdays, only get 2 days in a row on holidays. Wow. I always carry my wallet in my front pocket. If you see me reaching area in my back pocket, I'm holding my pistol. Looks like you survived the shovel job today. I had to break it up into two different little splats of shoveling. I was out there for a little over an hour, and I started to sweat really bad. And you know how that is with your immune system already compromised. You start sweating, start breathing that moisture and stuff in your lungs, you're prone for pneumonia. So when I started to sweat, I came in the house, stripped off everything, wool, sat in here with grandma for a little bit till my breathing regulated, till I quit sweating. And then I put on my wool Civil War pants, and I put on my Carhartt coat, and I didn't even wear my face mask back out. I put on my Carhartt coat and my leather work gloves and went out and finished shoveling everything and was fine. Never even come close to breaking a sweat. Um, Damn near broke my back, but break a sweat? No, no. I spent a few hours today on my little massage pad and survived it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm, I might look old, but I play a young guy on TV. My dumbass actually left my wife's inhaler script in the basket at Walmart. Went home, realized, came back 30 minutes later. It was still there. There's another one of our friendly Russian porn linkages. That stuff would be like $400 to replace. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my insurance pays for my inhalers. The wife keeps one in the car, I keep one in the bedroom, and keep one right here. We don't have a Walmart here. I'd have to go to Big City, which is an hour away. I love my tactical winter gloves. Anything warmer than 10 degrees, my hands are sweating when I take them off. I actually found a pair of split leather. They're smooth leather on the outside, but they're the splits on the inside, and then they've got an artificial, almost like a lamb's wool on the inside. I wear them when it gets like super cold outside, but that's it. That's the only time. Hey, Dragon, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing good tonight. They would not pay for a replacement if I lost it. Yeah, exactly. Damn. Wrong website. It's down the hall. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we are not the place for your Russian dirty movie links. Not me. I'm as old as I look. Some mornings I have to claw out of the ground. Oh, now come on. It's not that bad. I know sometimes it feels like it's that bad. But you guys know how I am. You know, I've done died twice and tried to do it a third time. Any morning that I can kick my feeties out of the bed and wiggle my toes in the carpet, I know it's a hell of a start to the day. These gloves are made so you can use your cell phone without having to take them off. They work with touchscreen. That's what I've been looking for. So I got a phone call right in the middle of shoveling today, and I had to take my gloves off and expose my fingers to that 11 degrees, and you know, it was chilly. It was chilly. I know. I couldn't believe it was there. Say hi to Rachella for us. Wait, I missed that one. There's a tiny difference between script and cursive. Script letters are connected and cursive isn't. I never did cursive. That was a no-no. I know I couldn't believe it was there. Damn. That's fine, Dragon. Lurk all you need to, bud. My inhaler's only 40 bucks. No insurance. I have insurance, so it's covered. Upside down, bath high. Yeah, yours is like $16 a month. If you lose one, they're like $380. Oh my God. That's terrible. Luckily, all I'm on is albuterol. So mine are right about 30, 35, 40 bucks. But my insurance pays for two of them a month. So sometimes I need them, sometimes I don't. So I've got a little bit of a surplus build up for the really bad weeks and months when there's a lot of stuff out there that is getting in my lungs and everything. Can you guys hear the music in the background? Okay. I didn't know if you guys could hear it or not. I've got it turned way down. I found a playlist of copyright-free Celtic medieval tavern music. And I figured, a little bit of flute, a little bit of pipe, a little bit of harp, a little bit of fiddle. That's a nice calming. My copay is always $3, so I'm lucky with the meds I'm on. Now, see, I don't have a copay, thank God, which is probably a good thing because I got no way to copay. We're getting ready to lose StreamYard. I don't have the money left over from Christmas to get another month of StreamYard. I don't know how we're gonna be continuing the live stream. Oh well. I have 4 pills to take every day. Luckily, I use Works Pharmacy, so it's free. That's good. I was about to say that. Hers Xanax used to be $1.80 with insurance. Now it's $8 with insurance. My God. I don't think I have your email, but I know I got you on Instagram, but I don't think I have your email. I don't know how to use Zoom. Oh, I remember why I quit using Zoom. I joined up with a group that only done Zoom meetings, and Zoom logged my phone down, it would freeze my phone up. That's why I quit using Zoom. I quit attending the meetings and everything. I told them if they want to use Facebook Messenger to do video chat on there to conduct the meetings, they could. But Zoom would lock my phone down. But I appreciate the offer, sweetie. I really do. I have mine paid for by my insurance too. But if you buy an inhaler, it's only $40 because my sister. Oh, okay. I remember it was 1K shows, Drew, but how many watch hours? You need 4,000. 4,000 watch hours. It's 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours. The soiled dove video that I put out a couple days ago broke 1,160 views today. So we're doing good with that. The Adventures of Wild Bill Hickok video I put out yesterday broke 100 views today. It's still going. So we're starting to get people watching again, but sadly enough, none of those people that watch or share understand what subscribe means. Out of 1,160 views, none of them subscribed. So, I got to start finding ways to get the channel shared out, get people subscribing to it. Toss a coin to your Witcher O, Valley of Plenty, O Valley of Plenty. Oh, toss a coin to your Witcher O, Valley of Plenty. Hey, Robert. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing good. Yep, next Saturday, like I said earlier, is the wife's birthday. I will be on Friday on both streams, weather permitting. We have an investigation Saturday night. Trying to figure out what to do for during Saturday day though for her birthday. Next Saturday night, we're going to be doing the Masonic Temple in Paw Paw, Michigan, the old 1834 temple. 18, I think it's 1834. Gonna burn a death stick. Be right back. All right, Jim. That's a song from The Witcher. Character that sang it is a medieval bard in a fantasy world setting. The wife has actually watched The Witcher a couple times and she likes it. I've never had the chance to. But she really likes that show, and she's not into the fantasy thing. But ever since I introduced her to Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, she's really starting to take a little bit of a shine to the whole medieval fantasy genre. The Witcher is good. Have to check it out. Well, this one here, Beth, has got a lot of reports over the years of noises, figures, apparitions. Probably because it's in the original building it was in. There have been members who have been sitting there during a meeting and passed on. No one knows what the building was before it became a Masonic temple. It could have been a tavern. It could have been a saloon. It could have been a brothel. It could have been housing. No one knows. But it still has a lot of the original antiques in it, a lot of the original furnishings, everything. So we're really looking forward to that. The next 3 weekends in a row, we have got really good investigations. What are reasons I would ask good music in it? I have to check it out. It's -3 here, wind chill -19. If you guys will excuse me for a second, I'm going to make a run to the outhouse. No, I'm not. I'm going to make a run to the in-house. I am not. Nope. I am not freezing. No appendages off. I'll be right back. Oh God, roasting to death, roasting to death. Not now. I'm back to a good temperature again. Way too cold for me. I'd move south where it's warmer. In the south, and it's not much warmer here. Yeah, they've had some cool mornings down south, that's for sure. I've got JC and Shane both down in Georgia, and they've had some pretty cold mornings down there. There's a couple mornings they've had. I thought for sure they were going to get some frost on the old oranges down there. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it does all the time. It does all the time. Everybody fears winter coming, and it too, as everything else, will pass. I just hope my furnace doesn't stop. I don't have any firewood for backup. Sunny, sunny, sunny. Why don't you have firewood back on the back porch ready just in case? No frost yet, but maybe tonight. Oh yeah, I'm sure Carolina's catching their share of the burr. That's for sure. Our wind chill 29 degrees warmer than yours. Makes the wind chill here a balmy 10 degrees. Woohoo! Hey, Adam. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well tonight. We get older and the winters get harder. They say that, you know, the winter doesn't really winter doesn't really affect me that much. I have no problem getting out it. Now, if it's raining and stuff, that's when every joint hurts. That's when my knees hurt, my hips, my ankles, everything. But winter, it doesn't really do it to me. One really cool thing about the diabetes and the neuropathy and stuff, though, and I noticed it today. Um, my left hand, my fingers, and everything are always tingly, so I can't tell when frostbite's setting in. Now it dropped to 5 degrees. Well, luckily we're still setting at 7. Yes, that's 20 degrees is going to be our high for tomorrow at noon. It's supposed to go down to 10 overnight. My knees have been killing me all day. Believe it or not, my knees didn't hurt me until I came back in the house um, and sat down when I was letting my getting the sweating and stuff to stop after the first time I went out to shovel. That's when it was hurting getting up and down out of the chair. But being outside, nope, I was a trooper out there. I never thought about that. We don't get that cold because I haven't burned wood since 2007. Makes sense why you wouldn't have wood on the back porch for backup. I used to have a mobile home years ago that had a fireplace in the living room, and they never used it. The people before me never used it. And when the first time that the owner came over, right after I got the place, I had a big old stack of firewood running out behind the porch in the front of it, and I had a rack sitting right by the fireplace that was full of nice cut cedar and oak and mahogany and stuff. Um, he's like, "Really? Are you going to use that fireplace? Does it even work?" Yep, just made s'mores and roasted hot dogs on it the other day. Don't have to shovel sunshine. There you go. I can't, Adam. I have a snowplow man that removes the snow and ice. You're lucky. You're lucky. I was talking about it this morning. Our snowplow guy did. He's the only dude with a plow in town. So he did the stores. He did the doctor's office. He done the banks. He went around and done people's houses, their driveways and stuff. But I guess his daughter um, had some kind of health issue or something, and he basically thought that the state should pay for everything. Um, he ran out and got her Medicaid and thought and then got upset because the state didn't want to pay for everything. He started bad mouthing the county and the town, the workers here local that took care of that and stuff, and kind of lost all of his contracts, turned around and lost his big old Dodge Ram pickup and his V plow he had on the front of it and everything else. So now everybody in town is stuck shoveling their own stuff or finding some way to plow it themselves. Either it's always melts a day or so here. Never snows much. Mr. Plow, that's my name. My name again is Mr. Plow. Oh, Homer. Here, check this out, guys. That's all this morning. That was what we woke up to this morning. We had just a couple of inches on the ground when we went to bed last night. But yeah, that all fell overnight last night. So that was the gist of how our day started. That's about a foot of snow right there. You can see it sitting up on the rails on the porch and everything. Needless to say, it was interesting. The really cool thing is it was a very, very light, powdery snow. So you could pull it with the shovel, you could push it. But when it come to getting it up out of the way and you had to lift it, that's when the weight was there. That's when the weight was there. It was not fun. Now this is a step up from the St. Doug. Hey Tommy, good to see you, buddy. Not doing it. The Simpsons were still funny. I think the Simpsons. I think the Simpsons are still funny on occasion. I mean, when you've been around as long as the Simpsons have, you kind of earn the right to have a not funny episode on occasion. Pay $20 for each snowplow. That's how ours was. That's how our guy was. He would come up and he would do all 100 feet of the drive from down here to the road to the alley. Um, he was good. He was good. It's just a shame he didn't know when to keep his mouth shut and ticked off the wrong people. I think that just might help for another month. Okay. Respect to you guys, Jim. My dad had one of those. Beautiful, beautiful place. It's beautiful where it's at. It's pretty up here. That's for sure. It's really pretty up here. Um, like I said, winter don't bother me all that much. The cold don't bother me. The rain. Oh God, the rain. Hard to believe the Simpsons started when I was in middle school. Yep, they've been around like, oh God, 30, 37, 38, 39 years. Let me look real quick. A bad case of itchy nose there. The Simpsons started in 1989. Wow, original release December 17th, 1989. As of when this article was written, there was 717 episodes of The Simpsons. Extra money. Hard to believe that's a good thing about snow. You see some in pictures. The ring for extra money is not bad. Steady job on the side. I never watched The Simpsons. Hard to believe it started when my kids were in middle school. Now, me personally, you know, back in the 80s and stuff, I used to watch The Simpsons. Um, Now, me and the wife are, well, we're still really big South Park fans. Of course, they make fun of everybody. They've made fun of The Simpsons before. The episode was actually called "Simpsons Did It," and it just seems like every single time that somebody tried to do something on the show, his little cohort was standing there going, "Simpsons did it, Simpsons did it, episode blah 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 blah." Blah." Also, when they got Santa's little helper, yeah, Santa House most of the winter. They started late 80s as part of the Tracy Ullman show. They're only counting the standalone series. The first standalone episode was a Christmas special when Bart got the tattoo. Hey, Ian, good to see you, bud. I saw them when they were on Tracy Ullman. I read all the Mars comics before that. Life is Hell, Hell on Ice. What's your name, little boy? I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you? Okay, Templar. Oh, we've seen all the South Park episodes. Um, the Lord of the Rings episode when Randy Marsh and his wife accidentally stuck the adult film into the Lord of the Rings case and had the kids take it over to their friend Butters' mom and dad's house so Butters could watch it. And he got a few minutes into it, and of course started calling it his precious. And when the boys found out that it was a magical tape and it needed to be gotten back, they ran back and got it, and Butters started following them all through the town and everything, calling it his precious. He wanted his precious. So, oh yeah. And then of course they've had the Minecraft episode, and they've had the Integrity Weed episodes, and the whole election episodes and everything else. Kind of funny how Mr. Garrison with some spray on tan and a blonde wig looked a lot like Trump. Tattoo that said moth. That was when Bart pulled the Santa beard off Homer in the first episode. I was younger, had kids, we were busy, so never watched TV much. Yeah. South Park, that is badass. We laugh at South Park. That's what we go to sleep to at night. Trey and Matt actually bought Casa Bonita. Yes, I seen that. I seen where they actually purchased the real Casa Bonita because it was featured in the South Park episodes. I seen here about a month or so ago where they actually bought Casa Bonita. So for people that played World of Warcraft, parody of the game was the funniest, the Sword of Truth. Yep, most definitely. And of course, you know, if you love the parodies of like Warcraft and stuff like that, you can't forget about that episode of The Big Bang Theory when when Bernadette got upset at Howard because she walked in one night and he was having coitus with a female ogre under a bridge, and they come to find out that this female ogre in the game was a 60-some-year-old unemployed truck driver um, in Massachusetts or something like that. So then everybody got a good laugh out of that one. My mom, where's my meatloaf? Stuff to do. Y'all have a great day. You too, Jim. Take care, bud. Have a good evening. We'll catch you next week. Have a good weekend. I read the Hobbit books when I was a teenager. I've got the Lord of the Rings series. I don't have the Hobbit series. I'm trying to get the daughter to actually get involved in the movies a little bit, because a lot of your literary classes and stuff use Tolkien's writings for the classes. And I figure if she had a little head start on what happened in them, they might help her. But she has no interest in watching the movies or reading the books. So, which is surprising, because the girl can sit down and read an encyclopedia overnight. So why she wouldn't sit down and read a book, I with an actual storyline, I have no clue. Heard, have a good weekend. Night. The Hobbit is just one book. It was the prelude to Lord of the Rings. Yeah, and it's a shame that when they made the movie, they made Lord of the Rings first and then made The Hobbit. But at the same time, it was a good way that they did it, because they were able to throw in some clips from Lord of the Rings at the beginning and ending of it. I don't watch Simpsons or South Park. Matter of fact, haven't seen any TV in years. We have to go to sleep with sound. So we always turn on South Park when we go to sleep at night. I was turd racing Mario Kart online when it came out. It's fun to watch turd old man kicking. Very cool. I was surprised in a way. Hobbit explains where Bilbo got the ring, armor, and sting. Yes. Yeah, and like I said, we just got done watching The Hobbit again. She wanted to start Lord of the Rings tonight if we didn't have any Wi-Fi, but we did. So we decided we're going to start it tomorrow. Watch it again for like the 30th time. We can play some shooting games also. My mom used to get them for me for Christmas. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness. Oh, my gosh. 5 minutes left. Where'd the evening go, y'all? I haven't watched the Hobbit movies. I wasn't a huge fan of Lord of the Rings movies, so I didn't bother with the prequels. Rumor has it, and it's only rumor at this time, but I guess Tolkien's son has been talking about possibly selling the movie rights to Silmarillion. The Silmarillion is pretty much all of the story of the elves and everything. So I hope they do it in my lifetime. I remember going to the theater and seeing Lord of the Rings for the first time, and to me it was epic. Um, they did such a good job with the extras in the film, and then with the editing, where they can make 500 extras look like 500,000. It was it was um, it was very cool. The Rankin Bass Hobbit and Lord of the Rings cartoons in the 70s were good. Yes, they were. They were very good, and believe it or not, they actually have those on YouTube. But they have most of the Rankin Bass animated shows that they done and stuff on YouTube now. I remember being little and seeing the Rankin Bass animated ones on TV and them scaring the bejesus out of me. Um, but now I sit and watch the live action and just love it. But you know, I've got so deep into the editing process and green screen and stuff like that, making the videos for the channel over the last couple of years, that I love to watch those movies and get new ideas on how to edit different things. You know, come to think of it, I think I have forgotten what it means to sit down and just watch a movie and be entertained. Always watching movies, trying to figure out how to make my videos better. All right, Adam. Yep, I know you've worked a pretty hard day. Go on and get yourself something to eat. Put on your comfies and curl up in your chair and have a good evening. Have a good weekend. And we'll catch you next week. I'm going to kick into bed. All right, Marco. All right, you take care of yourself. Give the wife and kids our love and stuff, and we'll see you next week as well. If you like the movie The Howling, look for the book. It's a lot better. The books usually are better. The books are usually so much better. I read Jaws before it came out. I take that back. I read Jaws after it came out. Um, I enjoyed the Lord of the Rings books. I enjoyed um, the Bone Collector. That was another good one. Denzel Washington, Angelina Jolie was in the movie. The book actually had, I think, five more killings in it than the movie did, four or five. Um, but very, very good book. 59. Yep, it's about that time. But all right, guys, I'm going to go on and end this with the countdown. You guys all have a good evening tonight. Have a great weekend. Of course, be watching for our video coming out on Sunday. I'm going to leave that for a surprise. Pretty interesting. But until Monday, wish someone would make the Dragonlance novels into movies or cartoons. Those are really good. Up there with Lord. Yes, I used to read Dragonlance. You are correct. You are correct. Much love to you too, Beth. Drew, I'll catch you next week. Hopefully, we'll get a break from the snowstorms and the cold. Fingers crossed, sweetie. Fingers crossed. Good night, Carrie. We'll see you later. You guys all have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll catch you all next week.